Oh, we always love a new place to eat, and especially when it's this family, the Cockeye BBQ family, the Cockeye Creamery family, and now the Frankie's Pizza family. This is Benjamin, the brother you didn't probably meet before.
Probably, yeah.
Because you're over there working your tail off.
I'm usually always in the kitchen, so most folks haven't met me yet.
And now you've started your own place.
I have, yes.
Frankie's Pizza.
Frankie's Pizza and Deli, yes, sir.
Do people think you're Frankie?
They do, yeah. That's the number one question. Who's Frankie?
Tell them.
So Frankie was my grandfather on my dad's side. So that was where Frankie came from, and that's why it's Frankie's with the Y, not Frankie's with the I-E-S. That's just how my great-grandmother always spelled it, so that's what we went with.
And he's Italian?
So funny enough,
that's how my in-laws pronounce it.
Yeah. He's German. On the other side is Sicilian. So I took my German grandfather's name, but some of my Sicilian grandfather's recipes, and that's where we came to.
And Benjamin went to culinary school.
I did.
To learn all the different aspects of culinary training.
Yeah, so it was a fantastic experience for me. I went to culinary school in New York, so I had a very classic French education, and then picked up all of that East Coast sort of flair, and really sort of zeroed in and caught my attention. And so I kind of brought all that back to the Valley, and obviously growing up here, pizza, Italian food, that's what is comfort food here. So it just kind of made sense. Those two things came together, and now we're here.
Now, when you start from scratch, no pun intended, you can pick any kind of dough or pizza or whatever you wanted to do.
Absolutely.
You pick like a thicker pizza.
Yeah.
Tell people why you decided to make this choice.
So we do a New York Sicilian, which isn't so far from the sheet pan pies that most folks grew up on around here like I did. And so it was sort of a natural sort of putting the two pieces together. The Valley where I grew up, eating sheet pan pies. And that New York Sicilian slice that I always had when I was living there. And so I thought that the rectangle pie would be approachable to the folks around here. End of the day, this is feed your family pie. It's budget-minded, and it's friendly, and you can feed a lot of people off of one pie. And so the rectangle, the Sicilian style just made more sense. And I sort of started messing around. It's a Sicilian style, so it's very tall, but it's very light, very crispy, and I think that's what folks around here were looking for.
Focaccia-ish.
Focaccia style definitely is an appropriate term for it.
These are a couple of the favorites.
So these are some heavy hitters for us so far.
Let's start with this one that I tried.
Yeah.
It's called?
So this is a spicy pepperoni.
Okay.
That's our house-made red sauce. We make that every morning. An East Coast blend, mozzarella, and then it's pepperoni and mortadella with an Italian chili crunch oil. So that's a toasted sesame seeds, fried garlic, fried onions with some spices and seasonings, and it's in a really high-quality olive oil. So it's a spicy sort of crunchy thing, and really what it came back from was a play on, you put crushed red pepper on your slice. And so I thought, how do we take that and then take it 2 steps further? And so the chili crunch oil sort of makes sense. It's that crushed red pepper flavor with some add-ins. And
then this one, I bet this is even surprising to you how well this is done.
The white seems to be the one that folks keep coming back for, which of course we're very grateful for.
You can see the dollops of, looks like ricotta cheese on top.
Yeah, so it's a seasoned olive oil base with peppers and oil that we're making in-house. So Hungarian hot peppers we're doing in-house. That mozzarella cheese, and then I do a dollop of herb ricotta on each slice. So it's a sopraffina ricotta, so it's a smaller curd. It's more of a finishing ricotta. We add fresh basil, fresh oregano, lemon juice, and then we dollop it on each slice before it bakes, and it sort of melts out in and blends with the peppers and oil and the mozzarella in a way. It's pretty fun,
So good. And then these sandwiches. I'm gonna open. I saved mine to open up. This is a chicken parm.
That is
sandwich,
a chicken parm.
Same dough.
Same dough
as the pizza.
Same dough, slightly different proofing process. All of it is sort of closest to it might be like a sourdough. So it takes about 24 hours to produce through several steps of fermentation process that builds a lot of depth of flavor into the dough. So in order to get it to this shape, or to this shape, that's where my bakers really come. They're essential. I can't do without them.
Back there.
I've got a team and I can't do without them. So every single dough is portioned, stretched, rolled, proofed, all by hand. So getting it to this, getting it to that, it all sort of comes from the same mother, this fermentation mother, and then we move it into these different shapes and different processes to build it for what we're looking for.
What's this one?
So this is our Italian. That's the Frankie's Italian. So far, a #1 bestseller. Ham, salami, mortadella, seasoned olive oil, red wine vinegar, lettuce, tomato, onion.
It's this big.
And a big, and a really nice provolone. So we do these rolls in-house. They're fresh every morning. My crew gets in here before the crack of dawn to make these rolls for us. We call them poffuto. which is totally made up.
Yeah.
In Italian, it's like plump or chubby or fat. So
I'm familiar with that.
yeah, right.
Yeah, and they're a big hit. And then
Yeah.
I don't know too many places that have Italian ice.
Yeah, yeah.
So the creamery kind of
Exactly.
steps
Yes.
in and helps out a little
Yeah.
bit, right?
So my brother Max, with our Cockeye Creamery brand, he really tagged in heavy with us when we started talking about this process, and of course it made sense to have an Italian ice here. So it's a co-branded product that I worked with my brother at Cockeye Creamery and then us here at Frankie's Pizza to produce an Italian ice. So right now I just have the 3 flavors. It's a lemon, a strawberry, and a straw lemon blend, and we have some sugar-free. In the process right now, recipes we're working through. So dairy-free options for our folks at Cockeye Creamery who are looking for that other sort of side of the
There
coin.
you
So
go.
dairy-free options, and then shortly here we'll have sugar-free options as well.
And we have some gluten-free options for the dough too, which we should
do.
probably mention because there are a
Yeah.
lot of people out
Yeah.
there that have that sort of issue. So,
Yeah.
all right, he's open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And Sunday,
which
yeah.
is great. So if you want some pie when you're watching the ball
Yep.
game today,
Yep.
you can do it. What is? I would ask you the number, but I'm afraid you don't know it.
The phone number?
Yes.
330-757
Yeah.
7637.
There you go. Are we on social media too?
Yes.
In case people want to look it up.
Yep, Facebook, Instagram, yes sir.
It's right here, just on the north side of downtown Warren.
Yep.
Come in, get your stuff, and go, or just sit in one of these little tables and enjoy it.
Yes sir.
Benjamin,
Thanks so
you.
much. Thanks.
Congrats on all your success.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Gotta try it.